All right, so I'm sitting here by the tree by the rabbit hutch, and in front of me is the compost. You can see that got a nice layer today of hay and straw from underneath. We completely mucked out the bunny barn. We took the roof off of it and completely mucked all the hay out of it, cleaned everything up that was wet in there, and let it kind of dry in the sun and clean itself out. And they're back in there. They're nice and happy in there now. Last night, I took my little dog for a walk, and we're going across the street over there. We're crossing the street right there, and it's dark out, and she refuses to move. She starts whimpering and cowering down against the ground, so I'm thinking, oh, she smells something. She knows there's a predator out. So we come back. I put her away, and I say to my son, let's go for a walk. And we start walking down the road over that way. And we get to just on the other side of those pine trees there, and we start hearing like a woman screaming, like right back in there. Now that, a woman screaming sound like that is a fisher cat. And you can see this is all kind of swampland. So we get a lot of fisher cats. I've chased coyote out of back in here. So around 9 o'clock last night, we heard the fisher cat. And now I built this hutch here, and it's all reclaimed stuff. You can see I oiled the roof again. I do that a couple of times a week to just keep it nice and oiled. But you can see them in there. See, there's Timothy. He's bouncing around. He's in there. Ruth is hanging out. So last night, like I said, we heard the fisher cat screaming. And you can tell a fisher cat is not going to get into this. And there's no way that they can like scoot themselves into it or climb into it or rip their way into it. It's solidly built enough that predators aren't going to get into it. But I don't want them fighting around it either. So for about an hour and a half, my son and I went through this backwoods here with a powerful flashlight. I forget what it is. It's a Stinger or a Stride. It's something. Streamlight something or other. I bought it when I was working for an ambulance, and I had a clothing allowance. It's like $100 flashlight, but it recharges and it's bright. I mean, it's a nice light. But we went all through here with the flashlight, and I had a shotgun with me just in case, trying to scare this thing back out, because I don't want them coming around and fighting around and picking around at the rabbit hutch. Especially, we're going to have, when this gets going and we start breeding them, I'm going to build 2 grow-out hutches here and here so that we can have their babies separated by male and female, and we'll grow them out, and then they become our meat. But that's a little ways down the road. We're just getting used to them now, and we certainly are thankful for their poop. Their manure is fantastic for a garden. I've got all sorts of stuff shooting up in my garden now because of it. I got the beans you've seen have been growing great. I got an onion. I got a bunch of onion shoots. The carrots are even starting to perk up a little bit, and I got a couple little green shoots. I've even got a little potato sprout, like my thumb, sticking up like this. So the garden's doing well, and a lot of it is because of this. You can see we got scraps from the little compost jar. We keep a jar, that jar that's on the thing there. We keep that in the kitchen, and we'll dump them once or twice a day, depending on it. And then this will all get turned and mixed over and everything. You can see there's little rabbit poops on top right there. Those little pellets are fantastic for your garden. I was reading online, somebody takes those and lets them dry out, crushes them up, puts them in eggshells like that, and they use them as seed starter. Rabbit manure can be used green, which means it comes out of the rabbit and it's already available to use. You don't have to let it sit in a compost. If you do, it only makes it better, but you can use it right out of the rabbit as a, somebody just drove by blaring their radio. I don't know if it's going to make it to you guys, but yeah, what we did was mucked everything out, brought it all over here. I keep the straw underneath to catch anything else as we're cleaning it out. I threw that in here too, moved it all around. Been soaking it with the hose. Got to crush up those shells and get those in there, but so far so good. Everything's going well. I'll bring you guys over, show you the garden again. Got the garage open. We got all the windows on the house open, air in and out. It's a nice, beautiful, sunny day. Gorgeous, gorgeous sunny day. That's all the cardboard from the master bathroom where the garden goes to sleep each night. You can see the beans are doing well. There's onion shoots all over the place in here, all throughout the bags. There's onion shoots. Those are peppers that I started. That's a little bit of spinach that I started. These are cucumbers that I moved over. They're doing, you can see there's two there. They're doing pretty well. They're cucumber plants. In here, right here, we have our first potato shoot ever in a bag. You can see these guys are starting to pop. There's a little green in there, little carrots coming up. They got a ways though. They were just put in these bags. I used a press and seal, plastic seal for food to do this, and they work great until you take them off. Just saying hello. All right, I gotta go.